Welcome to J Media. We make tutorials, guides and tech videos. Please like, subscribe and follow for more.
Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of our video on introduction to Adobe Character Animator. Today we'll continue from where we stopped in the previous video. If you like the content you are seeing on this YouTube channel, just like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, you can easily put it in the comment box. Okay, so let's get back to Character Animator. In our last video, this was where we stopped. We had brought in our puppets and we had already set rest pose for our character. So what needs to be done to get our final animation is basically to record the animation and then export. Now, if you remember from the first class in Adobe Audition, you saw that in Audition you had something like this red button here. If you look at this right hand side, you see red button here. Anywhere you see that red button, it means that you can click and record something. Okay, so what it means is that if I turn off the record buttons for face and these other ones, and I only leave eye gaze red, once I click this red, so let me click on the red. Once I click this red, it will count down, then I can start recording. So it's just the eye gaze I'm recording now. So when I'm done, I can cancel that and I can stop that. So let's play what we have now. So it's just the eye gaze I'm recording now. Okay, so if you notice, it also records my audio. But the way we are working, we want to use the audio that we recorded in our first video. So to get rid of this audio, if you look here, you see take 3 audio. You can click on that and then press delete on our keyboard to get rid of the audio. So right now, if you play, you see that it recorded only the eye gaze. That's the movement of the eye. Now the next thing, let's click back on this. I can turn off recording for eye gaze and then turn on recording for face. So right now, every movement I make now, it is going to record only movement of my face now, not lip syncing or anything. So right now I have face turned on red here, and I'll hit the red here to count down, then I can start recording. So when I'm done, I'll cancel. I'll press stop. I'll click on stop. So same with what we did the first time. We have an audio track. So I'll click on that, delete it. Now if you notice, if you look here, you see this track is longer than this track and it's longer than this track. So all I'll simply do is that I'll move this playhead to where I want it to stop. Then I'll click on this, then hold alternate, bracket close. The bracket I'm using is the one close to your enter button on your keyboard, not the one on your 9 and 0. So I'll click on the next track to hold alternate, bracket close. If you see here now, they are both stopping at the same place. So let me play it now. So the eye gaze and the face movements is to combine the two animations now. Okay, so see that we've already been able to record 2 eye gaze and face animation on top of each other. Now the next thing to do, I want to use the audio recorded in our first tutorial. I've already imported it here. That's dialog 1.mp3. But let me just bring it in again. So let me open my file explorer and go to my desktop or browse. So on your own system, you just browse to the folder where you have the file saved. So I have the file saved here. Yes, this is the audio. So all I'll do is to click and drag it into Character Animator and leave it. So that's the file here. Then I'll click and drag it and put it down here. Once I get there, I'll leave the mouse. So now if we play,
Chike, why will you be fighting every day in school?
You see that right now the mouse is not moving. So the really nice things about Character Animator is that you can click on the audio and go to timeline here and tell it to compute take from scene audio. Okay, right now my character is not selected, so let me click on the character too. So I'll now go back to timeline, compute take from scene. Okay, it says select one audio track and select a puppet with an audio input parameter armed. Okay, so right now we have recorded face, so let me untick that and tick the lip sync. I think now we should be able to do that. Compute. So once you do that, just click on it and wait, and it's done. So let's play everything now and see what the final work looks like.
Chike, why will you be fighting every day in school? Your teacher told me you fought again today.
So you see what it looks like. It has been able to combine eye gaze, face movement, and audio, and scene audio. So looking at what it has done, what it did was to generate visemes. That's what it calls it, V-I-S-E-M-E-S. So those are lip shapes to support the words. So if you look down here, I clicked here. So you can use this to zoom in and out of your timeline. So what you have here is your timeline. So when you zoom into your timeline, you can actually change what it is pronouncing at the point in time. So this started by saying Chike.
Chike.
Chike is a C. So let me right click on this. So let's see. So S-C-H, Chike is C-H. It's together, the sound goes together with the S, so it's correct here. So most of the time, the software does a good job in generating the lip shapes, but occasionally you may want to just go in there and customize it a bit more. So now I want to export this. Our animation is just going to export with a black background because we haven't gone into working with backgrounds and other things. So let's just go into exporting. It's really simple. Now for you to do this, you need to have Adobe Media Encoder installed on your system. So I have it installed and I have it open. So I'll just go to File. Now remember, everything in your file menu has to do with your file: importing, opening, closing, exporting, saving. So when you go to File, go to Export, you see Export Video via Adobe Media Encoder. That is what I'll use. And there's Video with Alpha. Video with Alpha, we export this animation without a background, so that we can now use any software of our choice, After Effects or Premiere Pro, to put in a background. But let's just do the first, the most simple one. So let's click on that. So it will ask what we want to use to save the file name. So let me name it Animation Test 1. Then save. So it's going to open up the interface of Adobe Media Encoder, and all you need to do here is to click on this play button here. So once you click on the play button, you just have to wait for your final animation to finish exporting.
Chike, why will you be fighting every day in school? Your teacher told me you fought again today.